I just wanted to let you know that we have been conditioned to live a hard life. Let me just put it that way. I say that we are very familiar with living a difficult, hard life, a life that we think we need to work too hard for. And some of us don't recognize our conditioning. Now, what inspired this whole conversation is this: nothing good comes easy. I even remember the song my dad used to play when I was growing up. I've been searching for true love, and I'll keep right on searching till I find. Nothing good comes easy, something like that. I'm sure he still has it anyway. But it made me think that, okay. And I said, why I started thinking about this deeply is that I feel we recognize the weird part of that, or we associated that statement with weird things. Yeah. Let's look at the context of a relationship. When we're growing up, people used to say things like, if you have sex with her on the first day, he's easy. People have associated easy and cheap, yes, easy as cheap. And then in that way, meaning less value, unworthy, worthless, something like that. So people then they used to say if you have sex with her on first date, that means she's cheap. First of all, if a girl or a woman, hopefully a woman, please leave underage girls alone. Thank you. If a woman is sleeping with you, I would say she likes you. She just wants to sleep with you. And other contexts whereby maybe there's a transactional relationship. But that's the point of sexual agency. Her being able to choose to sleep with you or not. Yeah. So I don't think it means anything other than it means. People use that. I know we're going to talk extensively about this. Yeah. So people have associated that whole, they use it in that context. Especially this is, I'm using relationship because it's more clear to me that it's actually bullshit. So people, that is, and my question is, yeah, if you are one of the people that say, okay, if she has sex with you on the first day, it means she's cheap. My question for you is, how much do you not like yourself, or how much do you hate yourself for you to feel that someone can sleep with you or be with you because they like you? How unlikable are you? Now that's a question for you to reflect on in your quiet time. Good. But people have been saying that, and it also makes me think, because people make that statement a lot when it comes to relationship. I heard, or like, maybe they start dating somebody and maybe the person they are dating or getting to know is liking them back. You know, some people run away from it. They feel it's too easy, they feel it's too quick. And that is one of the things I'm like, wait, we've been living a life where people feel like they always need to work too hard. They need to prove this for someone to just like them. I'm not saying that that person liking you means they know you fully. Maybe a person likes you and they just like you. And that's the whole point. When people like you, they get to know you, yeah, and decide maybe the things they are figuring out, they don't want it or they don't like it at all. But a lot of people would like to use that to, that's what I'm saying, we need to reflect, how unlikable do you think you are? That, because me, when people like me, I'm like, have you met me, I'm awesome. I mean, that's what I say to myself, because I know I am. I'm a kind person, I'm funny, like, I have certain things that I like about myself, so I don't think it's strange when people like me. But people have associated that, oh, if she if she does this, it means she's quick, she's easy, or it's not worthy. If you don't have to work too hard, sweat, go through the evil forest and dive into river, whatever, it means it's not worth it. Anyway, I think that what that means, yeah, is, it even reminded me of when in Forever, this new Netflix series. If you haven't watched it, watch it. I think it's a good show, actually. It's a very good show. I love their vulnerability, their honesty. I loved it so much. I like that it was actually Justin who was anxious. I'm like, see, this boy, anxiety wants to kill him through the whole movie. And I liked it. I liked how real it was. Watch it if you haven't seen it. But it was when him and his dad were chatting on the bench, and his dad was explaining to him that he mentioned something about women being a little like much and stuff, but not in a bad way, not in a bad way. And I know so society has like conditioning has done for us, both men and women, dealing with self doubt. Yeah, we deal with our own levels. For women, I know that it's the feeling of a lot of us don't want to be seen as too much, like we're too much and stuff. But to me, I think we're too much. Yes, and that's okay. That's the whole point of it. I don't like the need to be simple, the need to be black and white. That's weird. That's not human. Anyway, back to my point. So if we're looking at that nothing good comes easy, I think that it means when if I should use a relationship as an example, for example, it's easier to be manipulative than actually ask for what you want, ask for the kind of love you want to receive. It's easier to be quiet than communicate. It's easier to make assumptions and actually ask questions to understand. It's easier to settle for familiar relationships, especially the ones that may be toxic, than to actually be by yourself. And that's what I think it means when they say nothing good comes easy, that it requires a better version of us, better version of us. It requires us to show up as our best selves. Yeah, it's easy for us to settle than to actually say, okay, I'm going to it. It's easy. I'm an entrepreneur. Yeah, I started my business, and you know what? Easy for me will be staying stuck, maybe working with a client that isn't really meeting what I want in my potential client. And entrepreneurship has required me to step out of that complacency, that comfort zone, to actually speak up for myself, be confident. It's easy to hide. When I started tech, I was hiding. I never used to sign up for platforms with my real name. Yeah? I don't know if you remember, if you ever heard Odin, I was hiding. I wasn't being myself. That was easy for me to hide. Now that maybe my face is even the face of my business podcast, that's scary. But it's like the life you want to create requires you to show up as your best self. I think that is what nothing good comes easy means. Not treating relationship like it's a conquest. Like you need to climb evil forest or seven mountains to prove that you're worthy. No. Even for the life you want to create, it's like you're already worthy, but it requires you to work on yourself. It requires you to show up 100%. I think that if I'm even looking at the healthy relationship that a lot of us want, especially me, yeah, that requires me to not be quiet. That requires me to be, you know what? Yes, I love you, but I think it is necessary. We need our distance, we need our space, or even like walking away from people that are toxic, even if you build some certain level of attachment. Yeah, that is what, because the life that we want is on the other side of maybe that comfort zone that we've been in. It's easy for you to be by yourself. It's easy for you to stay where you are than ask for help. Help requires vulnerability, for you to say, I'm not okay, I need help. I think that is what that whole nothing good comes easy meant. Not that you need to treat people like a means to an end. Not that you need to devalue a relationship because you did not climb seven mountains. Climb seven mountains. No, I don't think that's what it means. I'm that way. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm like, nah. I like like I said, in our quiet time, we need to reflect on some of the things we do. Yeah. And the truth is that when it comes to that relationship thing, you realize that when people start liking you, you get triggered. And this is not just for people that don't like themselves, even you that like yourself. You get to ask yourself why. But that's the whole point of healing, the reminder that I am enough. It's possible for someone to just like me. It's possible that when someone likes me, they'll show up for me and they care about me. There's no other ulterior motive. This is not meaning that there aren't manipulative people or um, bad people out there. No, or people who do bad things, rather. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that this is where we apply the skill of discernment. And I think self awareness allows us the opportunity to actually reflect and be honest with ourselves. So, before you go and destroy maybe a potential relationship that could work out, because you're saying, oh, this person seems easy, you need to question yourself why maybe someone doing something or wanting to get to know you is triggering you. We deal with a lot of, so even sometimes subconscious traumas that we haven't recognized yet. So this is my thought process about that statement. Nothing good comes easy. I think as a society we need to stop doing that, where we use sex and relationship as conquest, where we try to attach value or remove value from things that are just enough as it is. Yeah, this lady sleeping with you on the first day doesn't mean anything other than it means. Yeah, whatever it is you're feeling is your problem. You need to reflect to see, why am I putting value on this and trying to devalue another human being? But not saying you should sleep with anybody. Celibacy 2025. Thank you. Anyway, thank you for watching, and stop making life harder than it is. Life is so many things. Life can be easy, life can be hard. Stop making life difficult for yourself and overthinking things. Yeah, it's easy to overthink than to ask. Ask. The version of the life you're trying to create, the healing that you're trying to heal, whatever it is you're trying to do, requires that version of you that needs to step out of complete. And when I say it's even easy to stay in toxic relationship, not really, because that takes something out of you that you may not notice at beginning, but later you realize that something was dying, and healing will have to nurse you back to life, that kind of thing. So even when we decide not to chase our dreams and stay a little longer at jobs that don't value us, there's something that we're losing too. So easy still, it's still 50-50 for me, yeah. So I'm just saying, choose the path that requires you to show up as your best self. And this is what sometimes a healthy relationship requires you to do. A healthy relationship, I think, is not really about not fighting or not having misunderstanding or just lacking everything you do. No, I think it challenges you to show up as your best self, challenges you to heal the parts of you that you did not know were broken. And I appreciate that journey. Anyway, thank you for watching my video. Like I said, celibacy 2025. Anyway, that's it.